Hello, 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 hello.
Hi.
Oh,
What?
who's in a bad mood then?
Not in a bad mood per se. I'm just irritated. Per se.
Right, there we go. Right, sit back. Right. Welcome to Psychologically Speaking.
I just feel like
Yes.
parenting is a lot of being tired. When the kids are young, you spend a lot of time just getting up the second you sat down. That was parenting. Parenting is an enormous amount of just getting up immediately after you sat down.
Or standing up and doing this the
Yeah.
whole time.
And in fact, if you ever buy warm bread in the supermarket, put it in a basket. Otherwise, you will stand there doing this in the queue.
I did that once with a big box of Kellogg's cornflakes.
Really?
Yeah.
On your hip.
And I saw it doing that, and Gabriella's mom turned around. She was further down the aisle. She said, "What are you doing?" I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Just look what you're doing." And I went, Oh, yes, I'm trying to put a box of Kellogg's cornflakes to sleep. I mean, it is.
But you do,
It's
yeah.
habitual.
And then, exactly. And then later on in life, you accept that nothing that belonged to you when they were born still belongs to you. So you might, people think that you get amnesia as you get older or you lose your memory, but actually what really happens is you have teenagers and you leave your hairbrush on the dressing table, but when you look again, it's not there. And it's not because you didn't leave it there. It's because somebody who'd lost their hairbrush picked up the hairbrush and took it to wherever they were going to take the hairbrush.
And what is it about teenagers that they have no respect? I could actually stop the sentence there and just leave it.
No,
but
shame. We've got good teenagers.
I will follow
No,
through.
we have.
They have very little respect for your sort of personal items.
Oh, no, none. The fact that they're in the house means that they are also their personal items.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
So the most recent moment,
Okay.
which I've managed to turn into,
You had to think about that word or the usage of it.
but I've managed to turn it into a parenting tip because people don't like to hear moaning all the time, and really I could all the time. But this is it's turned into a parenting tip. So here's what happened. So my children do not like to finish the toothpaste. First of all, I have not yet trained them at the ages of almost 18, almost 15. I have not yet trained them to replace the cap on the toothpaste. I even bought the
That is a pet hate of mine.
and then you get the hard, crusty stuff. So I even bought the toothpaste that have like a flip over. So you don't even have to look for the cap off. You just flip it back. But no. So what they do is when it gets crusty like that, they look for a new thing of toothpaste and they just open it.
Yeah.
So there's probably a good 10 squirts left in the toothpaste. Don't laugh.
No.
Okay. There's a good 10 squirts left in the toothpaste tube. And they're like, no, we're going to move on to the Aquafresh spearmint or whatever it is that day. So it really annoys me, especially because it's then me who ends up finishing the dregs of the toothpaste. And every now and again, I want a special moment. I want to open the toothpaste first. I want to be the first one. I want to squeeze it in the middle. So what I've decided to do is, here is the parenting tip.
Yes, okay.
All you have to do if your children do that is to take that toothpaste away from them and hide it where they'll never look.
Where will they never look?
Well, firstly, the dishwasher, but don't put it in there because it'll destroy everything.
Yes.
But you put it behind the toilet rolls. Because children never replace the toilet rolls.
Yeah, true.
You get to the toilet, you're sitting down, you lean around for what was a half a toilet roll, and it's nothing.
There's nothing.
So they won't even look there.
Or
Yeah.
there's just one roll left. Okay, things that peeve me
Yes.
is that's the one.
Yeah. Just that one lone
go-
sheet. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah. Ew.
It's like a garnish more than anything else, you know?
Yeah. It's called that last piece is actually called bum garnish.
There we are.
Okay.
So there's that.
No.
And,
You get to the fridge,
yes,
you grab the milk bottle,
yes.
you pull it out, and all you feel is
Like there's 4 or 5 grains of sand in it.
that much milk
Yeah.
left in the milk bottle.
And all you have to do is just take another one out the freezer.
Yeah.
Or, big one, put it on the whiteboard. Please, can we have more milk? Or just milk.
Milk. Yeah. Plates that don't have legs. You know those plates that sit in the dining, in the lounge or in the playroom, and they just sit there after the meal's been eaten, waiting to grow legs so they can walk to the sink.
Yes, but sadly they never do.
They never do, and I don't know why.
So we had this thing where the children were going to clean the kitchen on a weekend, and now they leave it so long that Martin loses his temper on a Sunday morning and cleans the kitchen. So what have we learned from this? We just wait long enough and it'll fix itself.
Exactly.
So there's that. But going back to the
They're
toilet
like the government.
roll, going back to the toilet roll,
Yes.
one thing that is worse than the one lonely strip flying in the breeze is after the conversation we go, if you don't replace the toilet roll, from now on, I'm just going to leave it, is when they either get a new toilet roll but place it on top of the hole,
Yeah.
not wanting to disturb the paper roll that was already, or, and this is my favorite, they place it atop the toilet.
So-
Exactly. So do you know what I've started doing? Oh, and the pièce de résistance, one of my children, and I don't know which one it was. Clearly it was neither, because they both said it wasn't them, but it had to have been one of them.
Yeah.
Didn't replace the toilet roll, but opened a box of Kleenex.
Oh no.
Yeah, box of tissues next to the toilet, the calendula ones,
I will bet.
which I save for my clients.
Okay, I'll bet my bottom dollar it's your son.
It probably was.
Yeah.
Or my husband. But regardless. No, he's a shocker too. He doesn't replace the toilet paper.
Oh, men always do.
No, they don't, because they don't
Yes,
need it as
they
much
do.
as we do. They don't use it all the time. They don't. So that was my one parenting tip. A lot of whinging, but a good parenting tip. The other good parenting tip is that if your children annoy you to the point that you might become violent, get a Netflix subscription. Order some nice Thai food and lock the bedroom door.
Yeah.
Always works for me.
What are you watching at the moment?
Oh, I'm really excited. I've been saving it to watch with a friend of mine.
What?
The Great British Sewing Bee. It's so cute. It's these ladies and gents from the UK, and they go through pretty stiff competition, and they learn, well, they don't learn because they already know, they sew different garments. So episode 1, I can't wait for. We're going to be watching it online together. And apparently they learn how to sew a placket.
A what?
A placket.
What's a placket?
It's like a thing at the front of your shirt. It's just gorgeous. What are you watching?
Well, at this rate, what I think I should do is get a list of what you're watching and make sure I don't watch any of those.
You know what else is insanely
so
good?
boring.
Insanely good is the Great Floral Fight. And it's where all these florists get together and they get given, like, so one week it was just dried flowers and they had to make a beautiful arrangement. And then there was another one where they had to make a 2-meter animal out of dried grasses. It was amazing. One person did a wild boar.
I don't know why I sometimes even ask questions. I was expecting something.
Gentle, so gentle. All right, Grumps, what are you watching?
No, I'm not even going to go there now.
Why do you want to play a little game on your computer?
Just loading my Netflix.
Don't forget the Thai food, eh? Okay, do you have a joke? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah, I was told one the other day down at the Old Rose, and I was told, you've got to tell Sam this one. She'll really, really appreciate it.
Okay, tell it.
So, it was sent to me again, because they knew I'd forget. So, Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. It's a font.
Well, I thought it was Sans. Sans.
No.
Comic Sans, Helvetica, and Times New Roman
Yes.
walk into the Old Rose.
Okay.
Shorty. No, you haven't met Shorty.
No, but you've told me about him.
Yeah, Shorty.
Yes, the bartender who sometimes makes the hazelnut daiquiri with
Yeah,
other nuts.
yes. Shorty says, sorry, we don't serve your type in here.
Oh man, that's not funny at all. It's not even clever.
Well, I was told you'd enjoy it.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm grumpy about the toothpaste.
Maybe it's because you're watching.
The Great British Sewing Bee. Oh, so lovely. So lovely.
The
In fact, if you've got any suggestions for good series that Jeremy and I could watch and give you reviews on, because I think we see things very differently. There's no sports allowed, because I don't really fully understand sports. And the sports that I'm learning from Mike, you don't like.
Yes.
But if you've got any topics that you'd like us to discuss, any series you'd like us to review, info@mansfieldtoday.com.
You do know how to get us into trouble, don't you?
Bye.
Bye.